It is that time once again. Time to check in with our friends at Blush Exotic.
Hi.
9th Street downtown. And check in with another old friend of ours. She's no stranger. Alexis Monroe's in studio. You were just here 5 months ago.
I know. You can't keep me away.
Not that we're complaining. We would never want to keep you away. We love having you here.
I know. I love the city too, so I'm happy to be back.
Now, I have to admit, I'm very surprised because I figure, because it is Wednesday, and Justin LeBar is supposed to be having his show here and within the hour, and he's not here to actually welcome you.
I know. You know, I've been harassing him all day. Where are you turd?
You got to get here, LeBar. You're running out of time. Time's a wasting. You got about another 40 minutes or so to get yourself here.
Uh-oh.
I know. Just saying. If
you're in the car, you better put the pedal to the metal.
Well, see, here's the thing. I saw him this morning, so we know he's in the building because we walked in together, so I know he's here. So the reason why he's not up here is that's unacceptable.
It's because we're going to go prank him.
Yes, we should do that. We should definitely do that.
We're gonna.
We should go prank LeBar and we'll videotape it and go viral.
Yep, you can videotape.
Absolutely.
No, this is really happening, by the way.
Okay, let's do it. I'm down. I'm totally down. You don't have to twist my arm. Trust me. Now, in the past few months since you last visited us, you've been pretty busy. What's going on?
Yeah. So I had surgery. So I had some new additions put in, which you can't really tell because I'm wearing a dress thing, but
you can see them all week though. You can see him at Blush Exotic, 9th Street downtown.
You can. And so I got to take some time off. I got to hang out and relax. I got to go to Disney last weekend, so that was fun. But now I'm back to shooting full-time and dancing full-time. Back to
the grind of working all the time and traveling. And
Yep. But it's actually cool because I have some big projects coming up this month. I get to do some cosplay scenes. I get to be like superhero villain scenes and
buck up, nerds. Pay attention. This is for you.
This is for you.
This is your part. You need to be interested in.
And then I have some other scenes coming up too. Some girl, some boy-girl stuff. It'll be fun. But now I'm dancing.
Now you're dancing. And we have her here for the next, Wednesday night? We're talking about 4 more nights here because it's Wednesday. Mm-hmm. So 4 more nights at Blush Exotic downtown. Couple shows a night.
Yep, so 2 a night. And then I do lap dances after, so you should probably come in and let me sit on your lap.
Who wouldn't want to do that? Not to mention the fact that she can sit on your lap and you can talk with her because she's fun to talk to. Clearly, she's awesome. So, and she'll help you go prank people, which is amazing.
Yes,
you can't lose with that.
No.
Now, there's a couple things you got to point out here because, now, granted, you are a frequent performer at Blush Exotic. You come back here often and 2-3 times a year.
Yep.
And the one thing I hear from the girls that come in so frequently is that they love coming to Blush and they love the treatment that they get there and they love the atmosphere. They love the vibe, especially since the renovations, that they just love the way the club looks. And recently, Blush Exotic won an award for Best Club in the East.
Yep,
from
they
Exotic
did.
Dancer.
Yeah, so the Exotic Dancer Awards are held every year in New Orleans, and it's actually really cool because all of the club owners and a lot of the performers, we all get together, and it's like a big party for all of us because none of us have to work except for this year. I did. But
how'd you get stuck working?
Oh gosh, it was a scheduling error, but it's actually okay because I love it here, so I was happy. But yeah, so they finally won this year, and that's exciting. I mean, it's about time. They've put a lot of time and energy into making their club so awesome, so it was well due.
Great news. Congratulations to Albert and the crew there. The guys really do a great job. And I know they take care of you girls when they come in. That's the one thing I hear is that you're constantly taken care of.
Yes, it's like family here. That's why I always love coming back.
And we love you here in Pittsburgh. We love you here in Pittsburgh. You always get a good reception when you come here, right?
Oh, always. Yeah, I don't think I'd keep coming back if it was horrible.
And I'm not just talking about me and LeBar. I'm talking about everybody else outside of me and Justin.
Yes. But it's fun. I love it. So, and I would love it if you guys would come in and share the experience too.
Now, here's another cool thing we got to point out because, granted, it's Wednesday night. Tomorrow night, there's a big Pong tournament going on at Blush Exotic. If you're lucky, maybe you can get Alexis on your team because if I'm not mistaken, there is an award for the winner, right?
Yes.
There's something.
Yeah, it's like a belt. You get like this big, awesome like WWE belt kind of thing.
So you can actually wear the title. You can put the strap on. That might be a bad choice of words. Anyway, you can win the Pong tournament with Alexis Monroe there. And she'll be there.
I will be there, yes.
She'll be hanging out.
I will.
If you're nice to her, maybe she'll be on your team.
I might not.
This is probably the part where you don't add the awkward strap-on comment, so we'll just leave it alone. We'll
The boobs might make an appearance.
see that plus Pong equals awesome, and
Yes.
that's why you should do it at Blush Exotic, nice street downtown. Now, we always we always joke about how LeBar and I are always happy to see you. It's obvious that you come back here enough that you love being here, and it's obvious that you get a great response from the folks here in Pittsburgh. But there must be something about an Alexis Monroe show that must be enticing to the crowd because it keeps happening and happening so frequently. So what's so great about an Alexis Monroe show? Give us a scene setter.
Pretty much awesomeness all around. However, I have sexy outfits. I like to get to know everyone, so I like to walk around the bar and I talk to everyone before I go on. After I go on, I get to sign, and I sometimes let people pick out songs that I dance to. And
there you go.
It's just really fun.
Interactiveness.
Yeah, it's fun, and I always seem to have a good time with the crowd. They're entertaining.
For the record, off the air, Alexis Monroe is just as awesome as on the air Alexis Monroe. Like, we hang out in the green room and conversations are always cool. She's this way all the time. That is the best part. If you get to meet Alexis, you're going to get to meet a cool, down-to-earth, chill person who will crack jokes on you if she gets a chance. She'll give a few shots at you, so you better be ready to take some and give some back. You better bring your A game with Alexis because she doesn't play around. But it is awesome to have her here. We always do appreciate you.
Yay.
Now, you mentioned people get to pick out songs.
Yeah.
Now, I know certain girls like certain genres. There's just some that like the hardcore, like heavy metal type stuff. There's some that like are the hip hop crowd. Some like to mix it up. It kind of depends on the mood. Where do you fall?
So I'm mostly hip hop. However, I have a few costumes that you can't dance to anything but rock and roll in it. So that's usually where I ask my crowd, because I know my songs I like to dance to, but sometimes after hearing the same song every single weekend, it gets boring. So I always ask for help. I'm like, hey, what's a really good song that you like to hear? And then I'll dance to it.
Has there ever been a chance where you've gone to a place and you're like, okay, I need this song, and the DJ doesn't have it? How often does that happen?
Oh, that happens all the time. So that's why I'm really flexible.
Is your music that eclectic, or?
No, it's pretty much like just play something and I'll dance to it, because it gets to that point to where if they don't have my music, then I'm sad. So I never get really attached. But the guys here, the DJs here are always really willing to download for me. So if you have a song and you're just dying to hear it, maybe come ask me and I'll dance for it.
Ask her nicely, because if you don't, she'll make fun of you.
It's true.
And you'll regret the day you even tried to talk to her.
Like this morning when I tipped the coffee guy in $2 bills.
You really did that?
Well, because I get coffee at every morning before I come in here. And so I was like, hey. Yeah, I did.
I didn't get coffee today.
I didn't know. I would have brought you some.
That's okay.
But I tipped him, and it was a $2 bill, and he like pulls it out like it was a pair of dirty panties or something. And I was like, it's still currency. Like, I don't understand. But I collect $2 bills. They're lucky for me. So whenever I give one, I feel like I'm giving gold. Like, this is like Alexis Monroe gold.
Have you ever been tipped a $2 bill?
Oh, yes.
Nice.
All the time. And
Nice.
my true, genuine fans know that, because to me, as a child, my grandparents would give them to me on holidays. And it wasn't a coincidence that every single holiday I always got the best presents after I got the $2 bill. So now every time I get a $2 bill, I feel like it's lucky and I'm going to have a good week.
It's the precursor.
It is. It really is. If I don't see a $2 bill, I get sad.
If you come to Blush Exotic, little insider tip here. Turn up the volume. Bring her a $2 bill. She'll love you for it.
Forever. So I
Trust
tipped
me.
the coffee guy thinking like, oh my God, this is going to make his whole week. And he was so confused. He's like, I haven't seen one of these since like 1995. And I was like... I did not make your day at all. Alexis, fail.
See, here's the thing. I actually do appreciate $2 bills. I would have appreciated that. I would have thought that was cool. I appreciate $2 bills. I appreciate silver dollars as well. I think they were a lost thing that actually were a pretty cool deal.
Until you're stripping on stage and people start throwing them at you.
That's unacceptable. You don't throw silver dollars on stage. That's just wrong. $2 bills acceptable. Gold dollars, silver dollars, unacceptable.
Not acceptable.
That is grounds for removal.
Yes, get out. No.
I'm sure Brian would not like such a thing. Brian's over in the corner. He's like, nodding his head. He's like, yes, unacceptable. Brian does not stand for that. I'm sure two guys who won't stand for that, Brian and Cox. I'm sure they will not be happy about it. And if you don't know who Cox is, you may not want to find out. Just trust me. It's a good thing. Blush Exotic, nice street downtown. By the way, you're frequent on Snapchat. Give us a little social media.
Yeah.
Update here.
Oh my
Where can
gosh.
I find you?
hold on. Actually, I don't remember because everyone's on Snapchat, so I had to like make my name all fancy.
We're talking about the beauty of Snapchat filters.
Oh,
and the
yes.
virtues of
Okay,
Snapchat
so
filters.
it's Alexis with 3 X's, like ALEXXXIS.
That rhymed. Alexis with 3 X's.
Yeah, so it's Alexis with 3 X's, Monroe. That's me. This is it. You can add me by Snap code. But I just was showing everyone the Snapchat filters and talking about how Snapchat makes us all beautiful because you can have no makeup on and there's a filter for it.
I would imagine you don't need Snapchat to look beautiful.
No, I mean, look at me today.
Exactly. She
Just
looks
kidding.
fabulous. And she's going to look that great. And remember what she said, pure awesomeness all around.
Yes.
Blush Exotic, Nice Street downtown. 4 more chances to check her out. Play some Pong tomorrow night. Who knows? Win a belt. Hang out with her. See some
Yep.
other stuff too. Alexis Monroe, Josh Taylor, Trib Live Radio.
Bye.